Hello, today we're going to do slope-intercept form 3. Alright, before we start graphing, we're going to go over a couple of these questions again. So what is the slope in the y-intercept? So the slope here, because we have y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So here the slope is 2, which is also 2 over 1 for graphing purposes. Your y-intercept is -8. Because you take the sign in front of it with it, that can also be written as 0, -8 as a point. Again, for graphing means. Here, your slope is 1 because there is a 1 in front of that x. Don't say there isn't one. And for graphing purposes, that's 1 over 1. Y-intercept is -3, and for graphing purposes, that's the point 0, -3. Just remember, in front of this coefficient, or in front of this variable, there's always a coefficient. You just have to understand that the 1 is there. Here, your slope, or your m, is 1/3. It's already in fraction form for rise over run. And then your y-intercept is -4 or 0, -4. And that's how you find the information that you're going to use for actual graphing. We're going to do a couple different ones here in a second just to make sure you understand. All right, here's examples 4 and 5. They're 2 just like the other ones, except for you have to solve first to get it in this form. You cannot graph this. It has to be in this form. You cannot find the slope. -3 is not the slope here. You have to put it in this form. So let's do it. So this is basic manipulation of the equation. You're basically just solving for y. And divide by -1, divide by -1. So y equals -3x. Let's see, I guess it was -3, but you get what I'm saying. You have to do this because you want to know that the y-intercept was -8, or was +8. All right, now let's do this one over here. Minus 2x minus 2x. Negative y equals -2x plus 12. Divide by -1, divide by -1. Y equals 2x minus 12. The other way to do that is you could just add y over here and subtract 12 over there. You get the same thing, but I always do stuff the same exact way in math because that way I know it's right. All right, graphing from slope-intercept form once again. So my slope is 1/2. It's already in fraction form, so that helps out. My y-intercept is at 2, or 0.2. So you always start with the y-intercept, every time. You have to have a known spot. So your y-intercept is that known spot. It's that constant. Whenever you're talking about a word problem, and it says a plumber comes to your house, he charges $90 for coming to your house, and then $2 after that. 90 is your y-intercept because it's where you start. If that plumber comes to your house, you owe him $90. Starting point. All right, now we have 1/2, which is rise over run. So this is telling me to rise. Doesn't matter if I go up or down. I'm gonna rise up 1. All right, so check. Now we need to run 2. Now this is the trick. If it's positive and negative. So if it's negative, our line is going to go from high to low, if you're reading from left to right. If it's positive, it's going to go from low to high. Think of positive as your grades. So this is going to run 2 over here because my 1/2 is positive. And then I just connect the dots. And there you go. That is how you graph from slope-intercept form. Example 7. My slope is 2, or 2 over 1 for rise over run purposes, and my y-intercept is at -3, or 0, -3. So this is positive, so let's just get this out of the way right now. So my line is going to look like this. All right, because my slope is positive. So where do we start? Well, from the y-intercept, of course. 0, -3. And then we have to do rise over run. If you want to run over first, you're more than welcome to. But I like to go rise and then run. So I rise up 2. If you go down 2, it's fine too. You just have to make sure your line looks like this in the end. So I rose up 2, and then I run, so I want a positive, over that way. Now double check. Does my line look like that? Yes, it does. All right, last one here. I already wrote it out for you. Hooray. So your y-intercept is actually 0, 1, and your slope is -4 over 1. Now it's negative, so my line is going to look like that. It's negative. All right, so I start at 0, 1. Y-intercept's my starting point. -4. It doesn't matter if I go up or down. I'll go down this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So rise over run. I just went down because it keeps it more in the graph. It doesn't matter. As long as I run the correct way, running is the most important. So I ran to the right, and there you go. Does my line look like that because it's negative slope? Yes, it does. All right, this has been slope intercept form number 3. Hope it helped.